So honestly, this shirt should really be for when I'm talking about pro-life things, but today we're actually going to talk about friendship. Before we even start this, I have to plug Sarah Swafford's book, Emotional Virtue, because it's just incredible. If you want to know anything about like living in virtue, either with a relationship, with friendship, read that book immediately. This is going to be a quick episode because it's Sunday. I don't want to take up too much of y'all's time. Here's the thing. Friendship is really important. You all know this. Friendship is kind of like the cornerstone that builds us all together. God said in Scripture, Genesis, man was not meant to be alone. So friendship is formed from the very fabric of the foundation of all of creation. Friendship is important. However, there's something that I want to touch on today that's kind of never talked about, is that, yeah, we have these different types of friendships, but not all friendships have to be the same level to be able to be meaningful. See, I've run into quite a few people who have the mentality of, if we're not best friends, why are we even friends at all? Like, I've been attacked by people who are like, I thought you were my friend, but you didn't invite me to this thing, or to go see this movie, or to go out to lunch with these other friends. It's like, I'm sorry, that's just how friends work sometimes. See, like, and everybody has like a best friend, or those few friends who they want to hang out with all the time, and that's okay if you're not part of that group, because you're probably part of someone else's close friend group, and even if you're not, that's nothing to be ashamed of. See, we're all meant to be in community, but community doesn't mean like we share every intimate aspect of every part of our lives with each other. Just because you don't have a friend who you do that with doesn't mean you don't have good friends. Friendship to some degree is meant to have love in it. However, that doesn't mean that you have to share every element and it has to be 100% give and take sort of a situation. Like, some of my best friends from back home are guys that I really don't have much in common with other than we love Marvel, we hang out all the time, we're in Boy Scouts together. Granted, like, we never see each other anymore because I'm on the other side of the country and they're both in school on the East Coast, but when we do hang out, when we're all in Williamsburg together, we're hanging out all the time. And that's okay. Best friend doesn't mean you need to be texting each other every single day. So an element of best friendship doesn't mean you have to spend every second together and share everything together. What is a best friend? Honestly, when it comes down to it, a best friend is just somebody who you want to spend time with. That's really it. Everyone makes it all complicated, but if you have trouble identifying who's your best friend, when you see a meme, who do you want to send it to first? When you hear some good news about your family, who do you want to share it with first? When you're sitting by yourself, who do you wish was there next to you all the time? If that's someone you're actually hanging out with a lot, not just somebody your heart is pining over it, that's probably your best friend. And it's okay to not have everyone being your best friend. Yeah, you can have a few best friends. I have some friends who are really close, and then I have a best friend. But that doesn't mean that you have to get angry if you're not part of someone's friend, or if you feel like, oh, I thought we were best friends, but then we're not. Look, that's not something to get angry about. That's how life works. It's really a mark of maturity to be able to identify, look, we used to be best friends and hang out all the time, and now we're not hanging out all the time, but that's how life goes on. Because I mean, once you get out of college, you're probably not hanging out with those same like 5-6 people all the time anymore, because you all have your own lives. And a lot of people think though, no, it's not true friendship if it doesn't last like until you're 68. But that's just false. I wanted to dispel that myth with this episode and tell you guys what a true friendship is. A true friendship is just people who care about each other and want each other's best happiness. And sometimes though, that means that you have to break off a friendship, and that does suck, but sometimes it's just what has to happen. But that doesn't mean you have to make a big deal about, oh look, this is a huge friendship that we're breaking off. It doesn't matter. Look, friendships happen, friendships leave, friendships start, friendships grow deeper, and friendships drift apart. It's just how life works. And yeah, you could have been someone's best friend and now you're not. That's just what happens sometimes. Or somebody who someone used to not like is now super close with them, because that's what happens in life sometimes. People grow, people develop, people change, people get more mature and less mature, and that's just what happens. And maybe you haven't really encountered this, but I've been hearing a lot of this in my own life about how people are saying, oh, if it's not my best friend and we're not best friends, why are we even friends? And honestly, that's the wrong question to be asking. If that's a question you are asking, then you need to take a step back and rewatch, like, rewind 5 minutes and rewatch, please. Because at the end of the day, man was not meant to be alone, but man was also not meant to gripe over when they are alone. And that goes into what Rachel and I kind of talked about yesterday. You can't control the outside world. You can only control yourself. So stop worrying about whether other people like you, or whether you're friends with people, or best friends, or whether they have left your friendship, and instead start worrying about developing yourself. Like, if somebody doesn't want to be your friend anymore, move on. And if somebody wants to become your best friend and they're a great person, then take them on as a friend. That's how life is. Stop making it this huge case of, oh, is this a friend, is this a best friend? Look, You will know when it happens. If you have to think about it, it's not that. That's really all I have to say today. It's a pretty simple message, but it's Sunday. You also go back to your day. Tomorrow I'm thinking about starting like a weekly Music Monday kind of a thing. Like just stand back here and like play guitar and have fun. I don't know. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments or DM me, whatever. Don't forget to subscribe and follow Rise Up Jerusalem on Facebook. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and follow Rise Up Jerusalem on Facebook so you don't miss a single episode. And thank you everybody so much for watching. Let's wrap this up, and remember, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, rise up and live.